Is it clear what's happening in the script?
It's clear what's happening, that there's a problem and something's happened in the house, and that something's going on which created them to separate and have this broken home, but you don't know what it is. Then again, it's a good thing to leave the audience asking questions, but then it's a bad thing that it needs a little steer, a little push.
A little hint.
Yeah, like even if it was through like a photo or like some form of mise-en-scène or something like that, just to give a little push, but then to still leave the audience wondering like what's happening.
Do you think the script is clear? Like, do you know like what's happening?
Yeah, I feel like I understood what was happening throughout. There was a good amount of description and like you could understand what was going on.
I'm going to test you with that. So, what do you think? Just give me a brief understanding of what happened in the start, just the beginning.
So what, like the first few pages?
Yeah.
So Billy's obviously maybe he's just a messy kind of person, or he's just a bit like down about something, as he probably his dad's alcoholism, and he goes in to see his dad, and the dad tells him that he can't look after both of them, and so that's why on the first couple of pages he can't be in the older, and Billy has to deal with that fault.
Is it clear what's happening in the script?
Again, not very clear at the start, but by the end it is explained pretty clearly.
Yeah. Do you think there's a good balance of dialogue to action?
Yeah, I like a script that's mostly action based, and this doesn't have much dialogue within it. So
yeah, that's what I like about it.
I think it worked well.
I went for that. So, why do you feel this? Why do you
I don't know. I feel like it shows more skill, and it can be more powerful when you can show things through images rather than just trying to explain them through words. You can show the brothers' connection using different like using elements rather than
symbolise a lot of things.
using symbolisation rather than actual explanation in dialogue.
Do you feel there is a good balance of dialogue to action?
I think it's a very good amount of dialogue used for the situation. Obviously, it must be a touchy situation. Something's clearly really badly happened, and it's just nice for their situation. Not too much, not too less. It's minimal. A lot of visual carrying the script through.
Yeah.
And the use of diegetic sound, like the atmosphere. I think that's very good. Yeah.
Okay. Why do you feel that though? Why do you think that's a good combination of dialogue and action?
I think it's a good combination because it has to be in a script, because that's how you keep the audience intrigued. If it was just silent and there was no dialogue and there wasn't really a story, it'd be boring and no one would like it. Where if it was all dialogue, it'd be a bit too much sometimes.
Yeah.
You feel just like what's happening. You get too caught up in everyone speaking, and you have to direct the actors. You have to get it on point. It's just so much hassle, and especially for their situation, it would not have fit.
Yeah. Do you feel there is a good balance of dialogue to the action?
Yeah, I somewhat feel there might be a bit too much dialogue.
Mainly at the end?
Yeah, mainly at the end again, but yeah, I think there's a good amount of action to dialogue.
Okay. Yeah, why do you think that?
It just feels like it just seems a bit repetitive, a tiny bit. But it feels, because Billy keeps talking and whilst Dylan's playing, I feel like some of that could be shown visually.
Yeah, visually. Do you think the script is manageable for a 5-minute time frame?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's manageable for a 5-minute time frame?
Yeah, definitely. To be fair, I think it might be slightly under, just slightly. I think it could be about 3.5, 4 minutes.
Okay. I would say, where do you think I should? What should I put in it, or what should I carry on to make it another minute or so?
I don't know. Maybe like not just rushing to the man telling him, I can't look after you no more. Not rushing to straight away. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's I think between, because obviously it's tense. Something's happened. The dad can't look after him, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Let's go for a walk."
Yeah.
I think it's just too directed. That I'd say, because if in real life that wouldn't happen, I think if someone told me something like, "Oh, I can't look after you," I'd pause. I'd have to freeze. Like I couldn't just walk out the door.
Yeah. Do you think this is manageable in 5 minutes?
Definitely, cause
Including the
yeah,
titles.
yeah. So yeah, definitely. I can't see why it wouldn't be, because it's not exactly like some. It seems like it would take place like over the space of I don't know, like 45 minutes. So yeah, I could definitely fit in with the use of ellipsis into 5 minutes.
Was there any moment in the script that you felt emotionally engaged?
When Billy hears his dad starting to drink again, and how he doesn't like that. I felt engaged by that. I thought it was clever. I thought it was good.
Any other part?
The end where he takes him back to. There's a nice bit of like, kind of in a way symmetry. At the end where he takes him back to where they've been before, like when he was a baby, and they're gonna get separated. So.
Was there any moment in the script that you feel emotionally engaged?
For the boy, for the Billy character, he has this pressure on him to tell his little brother something, but you don't know what it is. The pressure of him having to care for his little brother. His little brother's just diddling along, doesn't know a thing, being happy, and it's just, yeah.
Was there any moment in the script that felt emotionally engaged?
I would have to say when the man starts speaking again, because you feel quite sorry.
Yeah. Sympathetic.